I wanted to make a quick video to show you how to set up the annotated bibliography. An annotated bibliography is an assignment that you will get quite often in college, probably in different classes, not just in the English department. And the whole idea is that it is a step further than a works cited, where you're listing the sources that you found and a short to long summary of each source. And depending on the purpose of the professor's assignment, sometimes it will be really short summaries, just a couple of sentences that you can get from the abstract, where you don't even have to read the whole article. And sometimes you'll need, like I'm requesting, a full summary of the entire article. Sometimes you'll do these before you do research, and sometimes it will be a separate assignment where you don't end up using the sources for anything other than the annotated bibliography. So it is a versatile assignment that professors use for several different reasons. So the formatting is all listed right here for you to refer to on the assignment sheet. You'll notice a lot of similar things: the MLA font size, the running page numbers, and that kind of thing. The sources in alphabetical order and the hanging indent, that is all the same as the works cited, because this is just like a works cited plus some information. Some things that you might not recognize is that the summaries are indented underneath the sources and that the entire document is single spaced. So we're going to set that up together so that you can see how that is supposed to look. So first of all, you'll want to go to your AP second period folder and start a new Word document. You'll want to title that document Annotated Bibliography. And then this top part is just your standard MLA heading, where you will need to change the paragraph options to double space and change the 8 that's under after to a 0. You will also need to change it to Times New Roman size 12, since that is not the font that it opens on. And then set it up like this with your name, my name, the class title, and the due date, which has been moved to the 2nd of March, which is next Tuesday. Your title, your centered title, remember to use centering up here in the paragraph buttons. And that should just say Annotated Bibliography and then the title of the book that you are reading. Setting up the running page number is pretty easy to do. You can either get to that under Insert Page Number or by clicking on this little header button right here. So the first thing you want to do is insert the page number over here in the top right-hand corner. It'll give you that little symbol, and then you're just going to add your last name. Once you click out of it, it'll look like it disappears, but you can tell right here that it's still there. So the next step is just to get your sources over here, which you can easily do from your works cited page. So you can copy and paste those from your works cited to the annotated bibliography. Only copy over the sources that you actually used. If when you first turned in your works cited, you had some things on there that you weren't sure you were going to use, or if you changed a source, make sure you put the correct sources on the annotated bibliography and not ones that you're not going to use. The other thing that you might need to do is remove your book title, since you don't need to summarize that on here. Then you'll remember that it said on here you need to use single spacing. So on here, you need to highlight the bottom part down here and change that to single space. It is still going to be double spaced at the top. All right, so you see it kept the hanging indent where just the author's last name sticks out. And then you're just going to make some space after each one of these so that you've got room for the summaries. The summary should come after the citation, after the source citation, it should be indented to line up with the second and third lines of that works cited entry. And the easiest way to do that is to put the cursor where you need it and right click, go back to paragraph options, and you're going to use this indentation section and choose 0.5. That way it'll line up underneath here. They need to stay single spaced. There is one space after the entry. So meaning there needs to be some space right here between them. And it is, and it's all indented. I'm going to show you what one of them looks like. There's a sample annotated bib, and that is attached on Kitim as well. You can see how the summary stays indented the whole time. And this also gives you an idea of the length of some of these summaries. Some of them will be longer than others. Some of your articles are longer than others. You do also need to summarize the biography source. And that will possibly be one of your shorter summaries. It doesn't seem to be on this one, but sometimes that is the shortest of the summaries because it's often the shortest of the sources. The other thing I want to mention is for those of you who have a book that you got several articles from and you listed them like this cross-reference, you will do the summary underneath the article and not under the whole book. You can just leave that whole book listing up there without adding the summary or anything underneath it. And that's fine. I will recognize what's going on there because I know like those social issues in literature or whatever, I'll know what's going on there. That's going to still make sense to me. You'll still have 5 summaries, which is what I'm looking for. That is just the extra cross-reference source. All right, and so that is your annotated bibliography in a nutshell. It has these sources and these, the formatting is kind of the trickiest part. Really, the formatting should be the most straightforward because the hard part and the part you spend your time on is doing the summaries themselves. So hopefully this helps you with the formatting, and then you can put all of your time and energy into the summaries themselves. Good luck.